What's up guys, welcome to Tech Savvy Buyer. So today we're going to check out the full HD projector, the T700 by iCODIS. Let's take a look at what this bad boy can do and why this is worth your hard-earned money coming up. So I've been fortunate enough to review a ton of different types of projectors, from expensive ones to budget projectors that are as cheap as like 70 to 80 bucks. This specific projector retails for $209, and the only place you can pick it up from is iCODIS's original website. Now, in the start of this video, I said I think this is definitely worth your hard-earned money. And there's a few very simple reasons for why I believe that is so. But first, before I cover why this thing is actually solid, I want to kind of address a couple of things that I thought were flaws with this, which are not huge, but maybe something for you guys to think about. So number one, this is a rather large projector. You can see the size of it. This is by all means not a mini size projector or a small projector at all. This is very, very beefy. Now, it's not as heavy as it looks, but it's still got a decent chunk of weight to it. So I would say that that's one thing to consider depending on your space constraints. And if you're looking for, having something that's a little bit portable, I really wouldn't count this as being portable just by the sheer size of this beast. Second, the fan on this does tend to get a little bit loud. Now, on the website, they kind of tout that it's not a very loud fan. I personally think that the fan is a little bit too loud for my taste. However, if you're going to be pairing this with any kind of speakers, it's going to drown out the sound of the fan anyway, so you probably won't even notice it. But aside from those two minor things, and again, those are pretty much subjective to what I feel are lacking, or it's pretty much not the best thing that's being offered on this projector, the rest of this thing is a very, very compelling sale. So for example, one of the big things that you want to pay attention to when you buy a projector is the amount of brightness it outputs. This specific guy puts out 4,000 lumens of brightness. That is an exceptionally bright image, especially considering that it is using LED technology and not DLP technology. Traditionally, DLP projectors can give a brighter image, but they're not as clear as LED ones. And so you kind of sacrifice whether you want to choose clarity or you want to choose brightness. With this bad boy, you're actually getting best of both worlds. You're going to get a very solid full HD picture, and the cool thing about this is that it stays clear on all the edges. So you're not getting a focus ring where on some of the more cheaper projectors that you look at, you just get a clear image in the center, but on the corners of the screen, it's kind of blurred out. In this case, this projector gives very, very clear projection edge to edge. And what's more, it can project up to 200 inches, which is insane for this kind of price tag. I mean, 210 bucks, and you're gonna get a 200-inch projection screen that's capable of outputting fantastic image quality. Now, most other budget projectors would tout that, they can support up to certain resolutions and all that kind of jazz, but what you really want to look for is how clear is the actual quality. And sometimes other budget projectors, because they even claim that they're full HD, they don't have the brightness to actually make that image look very, very sharp. This is absolutely amazing with the picture quality. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, of all the budget projectors I've ever reviewed on this channel, this is by far the best one in my opinion. I think it's even better than the Vivibright F40, which I reviewed a couple months ago, which was also a pretty good projector, but that's also more expensive than this. This is $209 and you're getting quite a package. Now, inside the package of this, you actually get a few things. You get your remote control, you get the projector itself, you get an HDMI cable, you get some RCA cables, you get a VGA cable as well, and of course the power cable. And on top, you get a little manual that you can use if you choose to. But all that you need comes in the package. So basically, you're good to go from the moment you buy this projector. So let's move on to some of the features that this projector has, aside from the stellar picture quality, which by all means is the most important thing that you'd look for on a projector. A couple of things that this has is a wide array of connectivity. Now, on the back of the projector, you have several ports to connect your devices to. You have two HDMI ports, you've got two USB ports as well, you have a VGA port, and you even have some old school connections for component cables or even traditional video RCA cables. On top of the projector, you've got a navigation panel, a traditional 5-button panel to navigate through the menu. You've got a button to turn it on, obviously. You have a source function button and as well as a menu button. So you have pretty much everything you need at your disposal to control the unit actually on top of this unit itself. Now, granted, you're probably gonna mount this somewhere or put it somewhere where it's not easily accessible, so they do include a very, very user-friendly remote that actually works. So it's not gonna be one that you're fidgeting around and holding in weird angles and whatnot to get it to work. Although it is using IR blaster technology, but that's why they have a sensor all around this device, and it works really well. I didn't have any issues from a number of feet away from the screen, and it still worked good. So definitely a good point that the remote that they included is solid. It works well. Now, if you want to tweak the image, you really have only two things you can do with this projector. You can zoom in and out to kind of get the focus the way you want it to, and then you have a setting for the keystone. The keystone setting is on the back. It's actually very limited, and it's very, very sensitive. This is one thing that you kind of have to be very careful the way you twist it around and get it to line up to the spot that you want. But once you do, you'll notice right away that the image remains really flat and looks nice and clear. The other control is for the focus, and that's actually the front. Now, this is one of the most different style focuses rings I've ever seen on a projector. You're actually grabbing the lens itself from the outside housing and you're twisting that, and you can see it kind of telescope in and out to be at the right position. Now, it looks kind of finicky and gimmicky or whatever you want to call it, but it works really, really well. And then the last thing that this projector has that's pretty awesome is that it has a built-in stand in the front, which you can adjust to a couple of different levels. Now, it doesn't have that on the bottom for another one to adjust the offset or tilt it, which is kind of a drawback. But what it does have on the bottom is a wide array of mounting capabilities. So essentially you have 4 universal spots that you can mount this to if you want to do a ceiling mount, or even if you want to put it on a tripod stand if that's what you're kind of looking for. But overall, I think this is a very, very solid projector. Now, a lot of different projectors tout that they're made for gaming, and really, in all honesty, guys, no projector out there is really all that great for multiplayer gaming. If you want to do single player gaming, or you just want to play console games like for fun and with your friends and whatnot, that is perfectly fine if you're going to do LAN type of stuff. So for $209, the gaming performance on this thing is very, very solid, guys. I was playing my PlayStation 4 on here. I played a couple of games of Street Fighter. I played some Call of Duty, and all the different things that I tested out worked well. The image was so bright and crisp that even comparing it to my 4K projector that's set up in that home theater, the picture looked really good. Like, I've been blown away by this projector, honestly. I don't think I've seen a projector at this price point look this good. It's really a solid projector for 210 bucks. So now with the holiday season right upon us, this is probably the perfect time to go ahead and make that small investment that you've been wanting to make on a projector. And if you guys have been going through and binge watching different projector videos, I'm gonna tell you honestly, stop and try this. Another cool thing that this projector company offers is they give you a free return and a refund if for whatever reason you didn't like the projector. Now, iCODIS actually offers a ton of different projectors. They mainly play around in the mini ones and like pocket projectors and stuff like that, but this is absolutely a stellar projector for the price point. I absolutely wholeheartedly recommend this. This is a full 5-star / 10-star, whatever you want to call this. This is a 5-star product. So if you have any questions regarding this projector, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys are new to my channel, do hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell so you always know when I'm putting out new content. And as always, guys, I appreciate you sticking through to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye-bye.